Hello Khaleej Times audiences and viewers, this is Mahwash Ijaz. Dubai is a beautiful place where so many people bring their art and share their beautiful artistry with us. As always, Khaleej Times brings to you these wonderful artists and their interviews. I'm joined in our studios by Hadiqa Kiani. Hadiqa, first of all, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How are you?
I'm good.
Hadiqa Kiani is in the studios with us and she needs no introduction. She's a veteran artist. Now she's stepped into acting. So that's another introduction, another feather in her cap. She's been with us, her art has been with us for a very long time. She's been celebrated across the world. And you're now in Dubai, bringing your beautiful music to Dubai and UAE residents. I want to start with that, Hadiqa. Welcome to KP.
Thank you very much.
And I want to start with what has been the experience like. You performed at the Expo 2020.
Yes.
And tell us about the experience. First of all, tell us about your love for the people in the UAE and the love that they have shown you.
I think it was just incredible.
Yeah.
Yesterday I went to Pakistani Pavilion. They gave me a tour and it was so overwhelming for me. Everything was just done so perfectly. I felt it was like a proud moment for me to be a part of Expo Dubai 2020, and I was performing at DIC Arena with Shafqat Amanat Ali Khan, and the show went really well, got a great applause, audience was amazing, and I think I felt like really good, and it was a great honor for me to be a part of that whole event. And I think the way they've put the Pakistani Pavilion, it was such a great move by the government and the people who are involved in the whole process of making it happen. And it was done really well.
Yeah.
I felt really, really good.
Yeah.
And I think these kind of things will bring more softer image of our country and the true image of Pakistani culture and heritage and the richness of our place.
Yeah. True.
To the world and the true colors of Pakistan.
Hadiqa, as an artist, that's another, going to this topic now. As an artist, do you feel, what is the difference that you feel is between the softer image and the real image? Because we don't want to show the world which is not the truth, but what is the truth about Pakistan? And as you rightly mentioned, there's tolerance and diversity. As an artist, how do you feel that artists can take the message forward and can represent Pakistan?
I think art is a form of expression, and it works like a vessel for emotions, for just flowing of emotions. They can just express through their art.
Yes.
And artists, musicians, poets, they express their emotions and the reality and the truth through their art. So I think it's a great medium for us to represent our part of the world to the rest of the world, that we are a nation of peace, and whatever you see in the news or just read in the papers, it's not exactly the same situation. We are all about peace.
When you took a leap towards acting, that is also a way to express for an artist, but not a lot of singers do that, but you chose to do it at a very different stage in your life when you were an established singer, and you've sung so many wonderful OSTs for Pakistani dramas. What were the kind of offers that you got before, and why did you choose to begin with Rakib Se and now another wonderful script that you're doing, Dobara? Tell us about your journey as an actress.
I think there's time for everything. There's a process, and I believe in the timing and the timing of the universe. Even if it knocks the door when you're not ready, or when you're ready, then you respond. So my door was knocked previously a lot of times for the movies and for the telefilms and for the dramas, but nothing, there was no push from inside. I was not ready for that. So probably when I was ready internally, then universe just made it happen for me. So I believe in the manifestations, and manifestations only happen when there is clarity of vision or clarity of thought. So as we say, thoughts become reality. So I was just creating that in my head, that maybe I'm ready for that. So when I got this call from Mumna Duret for Rakib Se, it was just for split of seconds, I was really, I was not confused, but I was just skeptical about myself, that whether I'll be able to do it or not. And I love challenges. And it was certainly a challenging role for me to be performing, with great artists like Noma Nijaz and Sania Saeed, and on the same platform, Ikra and everybody else like that. So it was a great challenge. So I worked on that. I worked on the lines. I worked on the script. I just the whole persona from Hadiqa to becoming Sakina. It was like a process. Which I
and you're completely dressed down. It's a de-glamorized role completely.
I started practicing at home. Wearing the simple shalwar kameez and the body language, the accent, Punjabi accent in that. So I practiced for a month, and it was a wonderful process.
How much of practice did you do? Because Dobara is not as de-glamorized, as Rakib say.
Dobara was a different kind of challenge, but I think Rakib say was I had to change my total personality for that. So I never wanted Hadiqa to be shown in Sakina. So
are you closer to Sakina or are you closer to Meru?
In emotions, I think I'm closer to both of them, because I think that any role that I'm going to play, I'm going to become that person. So
at least for a while.
For a while, yes. Becoming that person for a while, and then obviously that happens when you're empathetic by nature. So you start observing people like that. If you're a beautician, you're gonna start observing people, how they do their makeup, and if you're a hairstylist, you do start doing that. So acting is a completely different thing now. So I've started noticing and observing.
Is there any one particular actor that you notice the most, whether it's on screen or in person?
I think now I'm just focusing more, and there is so much diversity around, and there are so many amazing artists around that you can't just focus on one person. Even as a musician, I never focused on one sort of genre or a specific singer. So I always believed in different dynamics and diversity of different colors and all that in music and acting world.
Creating music in a digital world today, it has its different kind of challenges. There's obviously plagiarism has always been there, but inspiration or letting your music out into the world, where there's so many now different ways. People are remixing it into reels and then TikTok. And Adele famously said that who's going to create music for my generation? Everybody's making music for TikTok. Your music has always been your own. You've never really followed the trend, but you've somehow always come out on top in that way. What's your sort of mantra or philosophy for creating music in 2021 or 2022, and especially in the pandemic years that have gone by?
The latest album, the current album that I've come up with is called Vasi. This means union.
Yes.
And I gave this name because it was like a reunion with my own self, and creating music the way I want to, not because of the current trends, whatever the youth want or other people want to listen to. I wanted to listen to my own music, and it's kind of like an easy listening music, soft ballads, love songs, and I composed them. My mother wrote it, except for one song which I did with Amir Zaki. He's one of the music legends.
Yes,
that
absolutely.
we all know. He was a great musician, and he was a really good friends with me, and we worked on a project called Rough Cut also at one time. So this song was really close to my heart, so I just put that in Basli. I think it was something that I wanted to relate with my own deeper self. That's why I just came out with this. Not from any commercial perspectives. You can say that it was a non-commercial type of thing, because when I was making music, I never ever think of the commercial aspect. So I'll be coming up with a lot of songs that are in the pipeline, and they'll be just depicting my own reflections.
Your own journey,
my own journey and my own moods, and it's going to be my own reflection.
The response how much of social media do you check? Do you look at the comments you get? How do you feel about that? Because now it's become so big, and a lot of the success of different actors or musicians is dependent on the feedback they get on social media channels. How do you take that?
I think if I say that I don't read the comments at all, it would be a lie. But I do read the comments sometimes. But then do have control over my brain to have a filter there that if there are bad comments, okay, then there are good comments too.
Yeah.
So there are more good comments than the bad ones.
Right.
Fortunately. So I focus on the good comments.
When you look at Mehru in Dobara, she's also breaking so many molds, not just in the story itself, but for the screen itself.
Yeah.
Is your next project also going to be something that we want to break the mold with, or would you?
My third project is about to end, like in a few days, and it's gonna be coming in March.
Okay.
By the name of Pinjra.
Okay.
They're still thinking about the name probably, but it is Pinjra. And Asma wrote it, the one who died.
Asma Nabi.
Yeah, Asma Nabi.
Yeah.
And I spoke to her, and it is about the social cause.
Okay.
And the major reason for me was to have some kind of contribution for the society.
Okay.
And it is about the parents. It is about the children. And basically it's about the right parenting. Because there are flaws in the parenting. The drama that we are doing, it has a great message for the parents. It is about those children that usually the parents start making differences between this kid is better than this one, and this kid is not better than this one. Okay, this is an artist. This is the kid who takes really good marks, and this is the one who's just like a loser type. So this whole drama is based on the social cause, and I think it's going to be a great contribution again from the writer to the whole team. And this was my major aim to be doing this drama, because I don't want to take any role ever, and this is what my at least aim is, to have some contribution in the drama industry in my own little ways, to be picking up those roles that has something to offer, that has some meaning and some substance to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Is there any artist in the world, and I'm just saying, not Pakistan, I'm sure you've collaborated with pretty much everyone in Pakistan. Is there any artist particularly in the world that you'd want to collaborate with, that you want to work with? Is something aspirational about that artist to you?
I think that there are a lot of artists that I wanted to collaborate with. One was who's not alive, NFK, Mr. Ali Khan Saab. Yeah, I really wanted to collaborate with him, but I never got a chance. A.R. Rahman, I always say that, I really, really love his productions, music. So would love to do that someday.
Dubai is a great platform for that, for sure.
Yeah, let's see.
Inshallah, why not, of course. Hadiqa, just summing up, in the future, when you look at the content that we are producing, whether it's films, whether it's television, what would you think is the best way to take it forward?
I think I haven't thought about it. I haven't decided anything about it. I'm just going with the flow, you can say. Whatever is coming up, I can just see it, and I listen to my deeper self,
or your gut,
my gut feeling, that if it tells me that this is something that clicks my brain or my heart, then I just go for it. If I don't, then I don't. So anything that comes up which is like a solid role, or some role that offers me to portray some substantial character, then I would love to do that, whether it's a big screen or a small screen.
What's the message you'd like to give to your Dubai audience, your UAE audiences, and those who've seen you perform live? Are there any other live events that you're planning for UAE?
I'm going to be looking forward for a lot of collaborations with international artists.
Inshallah, for sure. Why not?
Would love to be a part of the world festivals and represent Pakistan for its Sufi music, folk music, pop music. Message.
Yeah, for audiences and Khaleej Times audiences.
I would just say life is short, and so just get the most out of it and be fearless. And if your heart tells you to do something, then just go for it. Don't define your life by other people's judgments. Just do it yourself, and do it with a clear heart.
That's lovely. Do it with a clear heart. That's so simple. She's made life and everything in it so simple. Thank you so much for your time. Guys, stay tuned to Khaleej Times. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our social media platforms. And for more news and information, check out khaleejtimes.com.